Joey Cunningham. It's in the net. Joey Cunningham. And look at that. Cunningham's second goal of the season. Delight for them, but dejection, I'm sure, for the Glenavon goalkeeper, Robbie Back. Here's the throw-in from Curlis. All the way across. Glenavon couldn't get it away. Cunningham, a weak shot, and somehow it got in beneath Robbie Back. Turns. And again, no way through though. McBride, what can he do? He's got to the line. Oh, it's a good ball. It's 1-8. And it's Glenn Ferguson. And that's the break. Glenavon need it. And Glenn Ferguson, the new boy, there he is, a shake of the fist. His 7th goal of the season. And it's 1-8. We wondered what McBride could do. Got rid of his marker, Major. Good cross. All the way over, and there's the touch, an awkward one, but it's in there.
Good evening. The goals from last time there when Portadown and Glenavon finished all square at 1 each. This evening they were back at the Oval for the sequel. So let's go to the Oval first then for Portadown against Glenavon and take a look first at the two teams. Glenavon, they've been upset by the injury to midfielder Des McCann. He broke an ankle on Saturday, and that's the only change from the first meeting. McCann's place going to Andy Russell, who makes his first appearance of the season. Overall, a lot of quality here, spearheaded by local football's top goal scorer Gary Blackledge and the new Northern Ireland international Stephen McBride. Portadown also show one change from the first game. Greg Davidson coming into midfield for Kevin McKeever, who is one of the substitutes. Plenty of all-round strength there as well, with the Scottish pair, Sandy Fraser and Steve Kahn, playing up front. They've got 17 goals between them so far this season. Referee tonight, Mr. Bobby Stewart. So away we go then in this Ulster Cup final replay here at the Oval. Portadown in red, Glenavon in blue. No need for a change of strip by either side. Portadown playing from right to left. Glad to say a very pleasant evening here in Belfast. The pitch in excellent condition as always. And once again, we've got a very good crowd. The first game, of course, a very good game. It could have gone either way. Jim Cleary joins me in the commentary box. Jim, looking back to that first meeting, it really was a classic, wasn't it?
It was a tremendous match, Jackie, and obviously most people are looking forward to something similar tonight.
Early aggression from Stephen McBride. Won his first Northern Ireland cap last week. Finds Conville. Oh, trying to get through there, but the flag up for offside. So part two then of an historic occasion, the first time the sides have met in a senior cup final. Steve McBride, it's been quite a week for him, coming on as a substitute for Northern Ireland in last week's 1-1 draw against Denmark at Windsor Park. Paul Doolan looks right for Major. That's Andy Russell across there, but Russell conceding the throw-in. If anything, the slight breeze here is with Portadown. Philip Major with the throw for Portadown. Tries the long one. It's McBride trying to get away. Scapatici heads it on. Ferguson tries to turn, looks right. Good ball, Conville. The long ball forward. That's Curlis getting down with the head very bravely and did well. Paul Doolan, but runs into trouble. Ferguson. Good skill, surrounded by red shirts though. And that's a bad ball.
Alfie Stewart, very cool head, of course, Stewart. Long ball forward, and it may find Greg Davidson. The chase of the 211s. Davidson wins it, but can't get it over. Greg Davidson, he's got 2 goals in his last 2 games. Just re-established himself in the first team, and he obviously means to stay there. As yet, Jim, no real pattern emerging. It's all been a bit frantic, hasn't it?
It has indeed, yeah. They haven't settled down well at all. And Stephen McBride's cross just a couple of minutes ago was the first sort of bit of danger for any side, yeah. But I'm interested in the fact that Andy Russell is marking Joey Cunningham. He's normally recognised as a fullback, and he played fullback in the Irish Cup final a couple of years ago against Glenavon.
Yes, indeed. Oh, the chance almost. Robbie Back dropping it. Forward by Cunningham. That's McCulloch getting it away. McCready off McCulloch. The big defender felt that. McConville. So perhaps a sign of nerves there from Robbie Back in the Glenavon goalmouth. Here's Brian Strain. Nifty piece of footwork for a central defender. Good long kicking from Mickey Keenan. Cunningham picks it up. Davidson. Oh, that's a good run from Phil Major. Can he get it in? He can. But that was Byrne getting it away. But here's McCready. Another chance to press forward. Khan going in, but just too high. But the man who's got 26 goals in 27 games for Portadown since he arrived in March wasn't too far away. On by McBride. Here's Cunningham. Tony Scapatici with the throw. Taken quickly, but taken too quickly, and the referee wants it back. Free kick then to Glenavon. And as always, set pieces can be so dangerous. They've taken it short, though. McBride heads for the line. He's done well, but it's behind, and the goal kick goes to Portadown. But a good shot here. The ball played through. McBride, as always, heads for that byline, gets the cross in, but just over that line. As Jim was saying earlier, and just looking at the Glenavon formation, Stevie Condell wearing number 11, playing right back. Dean McCulloch playing in centre of defence alongside Paul Byrne, with Scapatici, as usual, at left back. Little Andy Russell in midfield. And sticking very close to the other number 4, Joey Cunningham. Cunningham, of course, very much the man of the match the last game when he scored the Portadown goal.
He was. Cunningham obviously has a lot of pace, Jackie, but Russell is known also for his pace. As I say, I remember seeing him playing at fullback before, and he's very, very quick.
Too long from McCulloch. Doolan likes to bring it down, does Paul Doolan. Here's McCready. Turned out of danger very cleverly. McConville, Cunningham in there very quickly. This could be dangerous. Cunningham right through, still going. It's 1-0. And that is a superb goal from Joey Cunningham.
16 minutes gone in this final. And the red and white supporters have something to celebrate. Out of nothing, weaved his way through, and cool as you like, it's in the net.
Well, I suppose they feel they're entitled to sing they haven't won a cup for 12 years. Of course, they haven't won this one tonight as yet. In fact, I'm just thinking, Jim Cleary, you may well have played in that final.
Yeah, I think it was a Gold Cup final, I think, against
It was indeed.
Which went to extra time, from what I recall. Long time ago, there.
Portadown making nice patterns here at the moment. Their tails up. Here's Davidson onto the left foot. Khan again!
And he beats the ground. He knows he may well have done better.
Scapatici being hurried by little Fraser. But here's Byrne. Looks right and finds McCullough. He'll find Conville. Ferguson having to come deep and getting no room there from Alfie Stewart. Byrne has it again. Russell down the line. McBride looked like a free kick, and it was. "22 minutes gone, 1-0 to Portadown, and we have a set piece for Glenavon. McBride whips it in.
McConville going in there. And a few fingers being pointed in that defence. Fintan McConville, the near post run, and he almost got there. There's McBride's ball. McConville there first, but just couldn't get the left foot to it.
That was Doolan breaking that up, and forward come the red shirts again. Khan gives it to Davidson. Davidson running at Conville. Oh, good tackle from Conville. And that looked like Glenavon throw-in. Linesman disagrees. That goes to Ian Curlis and Portadown. Fraser. Good ball. Curlis, the low ball in. Davidson tried it first time. It didn't come off. Stevie Conville having to turn.
And it's on through to McBride. Philip Major gives chase and brings him down. Deliberate foul. And the Glenavon players, I think, might be reminding the referee about the professional foul. There we are. McBride was on his way. Major gave chase, and in the end, had to hold him back. So, Jim, that could well be a sending-off offence today.
Well, it'll be interesting to see just what the referee does here. We've seen it in England, and
so what's he bringing out? He is indeed bringing out a red flag, a red card. And that is disaster for Portadown and Philip Major. I was interviewing him earlier today, and he was looking forward to this game so much. So coming up to half an hour gone, a sensation here. Philip Major is sent off, and Portadown are down to 10 men. After all that, we restart with a free kick to Glenavon. Paul Byrne to take it. Here comes Keenan. Doesn't get there. Away by Cunningham. Ferguson. Oh, and a hefty challenge there from Paul Doolan. McBride, the right foot. But that's a bad ball from Steve McBride.
But Jim, Portadown down to 10 men. Will that lift McBride and company?
It should do, but I'm sure the Glenavon players realise it's never that easy against 10 men. Everybody seems to think 10 men, no problem, we should win here. But the 10 men will work as though there were still 11 on the park. It'll be interesting to see just how it develops. The sending off itself, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if it's in the laws of the game that a guy should be sent off for that, the referee should take that action. But we see it so many times that referees are inconsistent. If it happened tomorrow night in another game, we might find the guy only getting booked.
Yes, disappointment for Philip Major and Portadown, but all credit to the referee, because it is back in the laws of the game, and he had the courage to make that decision. Byrne, the chip forward. In they go, that's Cunningham. Oh! Couldn't get it away. Very close to that far post from Joey Cunningham. The corner kick to Glenavon. McBride was looking to take it quickly. He's decided to go for it long, McBride. Oh, good header, won by Steve Kahn. Fraser against Conville. And the throw-in goes to Glenavon. Little Sandy Fraser, very clever front man. He's only 4 goals this season, but he makes a lot of good runs up front for Portadown. McBride, oh, turn quickly. Davidson, who's moved across to the right-hand side now. Greg Davidson slotted into midfield, looking after Andy Russell. Joey Cunningham looks as though he's gone to the right-back position. Scapatici. That's a good cross in. Forward by Blackledge. Oh, that's a great effort, but well held by Keenan. It was Glenn Ferguson who hit it. After all of that, Ferguson hit it, but well held the keeper. Paul Byrne. Glenavon still patient, still knocking the ball about. Byrne moves forward. Davidson, a chance to run, relieve some of the pressure on the 10 men. Long ball forward to Goodwin. Fraser tried it first time. It ended up not a good effort, but he did spot Robbie back off his line, and I think he was looking for the lob. But a sign there of just how dangerous 10 men can be. Dean McCullough gives it to Stevie Conville. The cross goes in. Kahn back there working like a beaver, the Scottish striker. And up and under from Scapatici. Blackledge trying to get in. McLaughlin, the deflection! And it was oh so close. He hit it well. Off a player, and it rolled past that upright. Brian McLaughlin then with the kick. McCullough wins it, Blackledge wins it. In the end it falls from McCready. And here's Keenan. Fraser. Oh, held off his marker well. He's still going. Fraser! And that was only inches away from Sandy Fraser. And Jim Cleary, lovely piece of play.
Great bit of play again by Sandy Fraser. We were saying not easy against 10 men. He's had a couple of efforts already. Just past the post that time.
Steve Kahn looks for the run from Davidson, but asking too much of him. And Gregg leaving a foot in there on Paul Byrne. Free kick to Glenavon. Campbell looks down the line. Good strong challenge from Curlis. Portadown really battling here. McLaughlin takes too long. Here's Kahn. He's got Doolan, he's got Fraser. Fraser's offside, the flag is up. And it was a good decision. McConville. Vinton McConville available. This is him. Oh, gives it away though. Doolan finds Fraser. Doolan holding it up. And there's the pace of little Davidson. Losing out though. Blackledge forward to McBride, and he too caught offside. But Jim, if anything, coming to the end of this first half, since Portadown were reduced to 10 men, they've had the couple of chances.
As we were saying, once you have a player sent off, you tend to fight that a wee bit harder for your colleagues. Glenavon have always been caught out a few times because obviously with them, they're committing so many men forward now in search of the equaliser. The danger is that they leave themselves exposed at the back, and when you have players like Davidson and Fraser with that little bit of pace, they're always going to cause you problems.
Yes, you can't afford to become complacent. That's Byrne hooking it clear. Ferguson, can he get in the run? Look for McBride, but just couldn't find him. That's off Scappaticci, throw into Portadown. And obviously after the start they've had to the season, Glenavon, the league leaders, they've been scoring so many goals, and yet that strike force has been well held tonight by Portadown. We've got to give the Ports defence a lot of credit.
Yeah, I think we have. They've played very well. And actually in the first game as well, I thought McKeever, who was playing in the middle end with Strain, did very well against both Ferguson and Blackledge. McBride obviously caused them problems in the first game, but hasn't been as dominant tonight as we've said before.
Yes, I would say there'll be a few strong words from Glenavon manager Terry Nicholson in that dressing room at half-time. Dean McCullough. Oh, the ball cut out again by Doolan. Doolan working very hard in midfield. Long ball from Scappaticci. McBride. Here comes Blackledge. Better from Glenavon. Blackledge, bit ambitious from there though. And Gary puts his hand up to say, all right, I know it wasn't a great effort. We're in the last minutes of the first half. turns into Blackledge. Given away though, but the foul on Blackledge, and the free kick to Glenavon. Bobby Stewart, who's had a good game so far this evening, Jim.
Yeah, it's been quite enough. Apart from the sending off, he really hasn't had to speak to any other players. Makes it easier for him.
McCullough. Glenavon losing out. McCready forward. Much too long. Well, just too long for Sandy Fraser. The little fella always willing to make the runs. We're now on time added on in this first half. And once again, it's been fairly entertaining stuff. Paul Byrne just hoists it forward. Oh, McLaughlin! Keenan did well. And McLaughlin almost finishing the half for Glenavon on a high note. McLaughlin over to take the kick quickly. And there goes the referee's whistle. First half comes to an end of this Ulster Cup final replay here at the Oval. 1-0 to Portadown. The man there in the centre of your picture with the moustache, Joey Cunningham, getting the goal, and a great goal it was after 16 minutes. Then a sensation on the half hour when Portadown fullback Philip Major was sent off for a professional foul. Portadown have also had a couple of other chances, but there's the half-time scoreline. Portadown 1, Glenavon 0. We'll be back. Welcome back then to the Oval for the second half of this Ulster Cup final replay. Portadown 1, Glenavon 0. Joey Cunningham getting the Portadown goal. Philip Major, the Portadown fullback. There's Cunningham. Philip Major, the Portadown fullback, being sent off after half an hour for the professional foul. And Jim Cleary, just thinking, Portadown played extra time on Saturday when they beat Ards 4-2. Could that be a factor tonight?
It probably will in the long run, Jack. They had a very hard game on Saturday, as we were saying earlier. I went and watched it, and they did have extra time. Ards pushed them very, very hard, and obviously it will have sapped some strength from their legs. Obviously the beauty of the game nowadays is you have two substitutes, and I would think Ronnie would introduce them at some stage. But from Glenavon's point of view, they'll have to show a bit of composure and probably try and build up from the back. But for the last 5 or 10 minutes of the first half, they were giving the ball away, I'm sure, more than Terry Nicholson would have wanted. And they'll have to show a bit of patience, try and work their way into the game.
Portadown manager Ronnie McFall there. If Portadown win, it would be his first cup success for the Shamrock Park side. He's lost 2 Gold Cup finals, a League Cup final, and last season's Irish Cup final. Well forward, Keenan loses out though. McLaughlin. And my goodness, he's gone so close a few times, Brian McLaughlin. Got the touch, and it's a corner. Just over a minute gone of this second half. Steve McBride with it. Ferguson trying to turn, but well read by Doolan. Throw-in goes to Glenavon though. Terry Nicholson, I wonder what he's been saying to his men at half-time. I think, as Jim Cleary was saying, they'll have to be patient, and up front, I think, have to play the ball on the ground. It's in there at the moment, and it's a goal kick. That was Andy Russell going in there. Jim, I think you were making the point, looking back to the first final a month ago, Glenavon, they kept floating the high ball into the tall Portadown defenders. Yeah, they did. I thought Blackledge and Ferguson in particular in the first game didn't really get good enough service. Strain and McKeever in that instance were heading the ball away all the time. I'd like to see them tonight playing more in defeat, especially in the second half when they have the extra man. Obviously the secret for them is to hold on to the ball as long as they can. Sandy Fraser. And that's about the 3rd time Sandy Fraser has kicked the ball away. He will have to be careful. The referee, in fact, having a quiet word. Glenavon skipper Paul Byrne with the kick. Blacklides wins it. That's Curlis getting it away. On by McConville, but no blue shirts forward. But once again, a very good crowd here at the Oval for the meeting of Mid-Ulster's Big Two. Scappaticci finds Ferguson. Fraser gives it to McCready for Portadown. Scappaticci. Oh, McCready did well. Doolan looks left. Just too long, though, for Curlis. The momentum lost for the moment. Alfie Stewart forward. Oh, Curlis in space. Could be danger here. But straight to the keeper. McLaughlin drills it across. Black Knights gets a second chance, still weaving his way through. McConville hooked it just wide of the post. The tackle coming in from Joey Cunningham, who's hurt himself. There's the replay, Jim.
Good run from Blackledge. Just toe pokes it through to McConville. And he again toe pokes it, just didn't get a good enough contact on it.
Minutes gone of this second half. Portadown on the attack, and that was Fraser, cut down in the prime of life, and wins the free kick. So Ian Curlis and Paul Doolan across there. Steve Kahn issuing the signals. Curlis with it. Fraser confronted by McCullough. Curlis. Can he deliver the cross? Oh, that's good play, Fraser. And Kahn just couldn't get there. But once again, the two Scots trying to combine. Fraser first. I think it was a shot, really, but in the end, Kahn wasn't far away. Paul Byrne allowed to run forward into the Portadown half. But all the red shirts back, doing a good marking job. With Byrne again. Once again, it's the high ball. And that's off Curlis, and the corner kick to Glenavon. Portadown League champions 1989-90 over there, where Brian McLaughlin is taking the corner kick. It's a good ball in. But Cunningham got the header, and here he is doing the chasing. Losing out, though. Ferguson in. Too long, and it's Keenan's. Mickey Keenan, Mr. Consistency, they call him at Portadown. McLaughlin, long ball forward. Can Ferguson get in? He can't. side against Sandy Fraser. But Glenavon to build again. They are getting forward more in this second half against the 10 men. And it's very noticeable that Portadown may be letting them get in there. They're getting all the men behind the ball. In other words, come to us and find a way through. As yet they haven't. Can McBride? Well read by Mickey Keenan and very quickly off his line.
I think you're right. I think Portadown are happy enough just to soak up the pressure and depend on the breaks. As I said earlier on, they have 2 subs up on the bench if they need to bring them on when people tire.
Here's Fraser. He doesn't look tired. That was almost a good ball to Steve Kahn. But it was Scapatici reading the situation. Oh, well played, McCready and Doolan. And here's Curlis. A chance for the Ports to push forward. Fraser. Nicely done, nicely turned. Davidson tried to thread it through, but couldn't. Few boos coming up there from the Glenavon fans, obviously, for the pass back, but with 10 men, you couldn't really blame Alfie Stewart. Number 12 for Glenavon is Jeff Ferris. Looks as though he may be entering the action any time, and that would be for his first team game of the season. Fraser. Once again holding it up, Fraser. Doing a good striker's job, Jim.
He is. I like watching Fraser, actually. He makes space for himself so easily, and he turns players so easily.
So there we are, Brian McLaughlin, who went close a few times this evening, but they're playing on. He wasn't his way off. And here's Fraser, but straight to Robbie back. And a bit of confusion there from Glenavon. They thought the substitution was being made, but it hasn't, and we play on. Paul Byrne. Scapatici. A bit of space. Still going. And that's off Greg Davidson. And the corner kick goes to Glenavon. And now we have the substitution. Brian McLaughlin coming off. He worked hard. And on comes number 12, Jeff Ferris. Great roar from the Glenavon fans. His only game this season was on Saturday for the reserves when he scored. But now fit after a groin injury, and he's in the thick of the action. McBride. Glenavon looking for a bit of sparkle from the big fella. He's done well. But so too did Mickey Keenan.
I think we've got to see a bit more of that from Glenavon. They haven't really got behind the Portadown back four too much during the game. McBride, that's only the first or second time he's really got behind the fullback and been able to pull a cross back. Most of the crosses have been getting what we would call in the game fullback crosses, where they've been hitting from 30, 35 yards out. If they could get to the byline a little bit more often, I think we might see some fireworks from Blackleads and the like.
Scapatici delivers it. Oh, here's Ferris. Oh! What a start for the substitute. Brilliant goal. An absolute delight on that bench. Jeff Ferris, his first game of the season. He's been on the field just over a minute, and he's equalised with a tremendous goal. Fell to him, and that's super stuff. Jim, Terry Nicholson will be much happier now.
Well, he doesn't actually look it, but I'm sure he is. And Jeff, as you know, he has a habit of scoring in cup finals. I think he scored a hat-trick here against Linfield in the cup final a couple of seasons ago. But what a start for a substitute.
So it's been an entertaining cup final. Joey Cunningham scored a spectacular opener, and Ferris, well, he's equalled that in many ways. 2 great goals. Long ball forward. Once again, Alfie Stewart is there. Coming up to 25 minutes gone in this second half. It's all squared 1 apiece. And let me remind you that we will have a winner this evening. There will be extra time and penalties if required. But I have a feeling, Jim, that 90 minutes may hold more for us.
Well, there's 20 minutes left, Jack. Looks as though it's going to be an exciting 20 minutes.
McBride getting to the line, as you suggested. Troy McCready. Did well, McCready. And Roy McCready there calling for more effort. And obviously, psychologically, that Glenavon goal will put a few question marks in Portadown minds about their fitness with 10 men. Dean McCullough for Glenavon. Now they have their tails up. Strain and Keenan in a bit of a mix-up. Won by Strain. Oh, that was Andy Russell. Gets another chance. Cunningham off the referee. Blackledge gets another chance, but well off the target in the end.
A couple of times actually we've seen a wee bit of confusion in the Portadown defence. In the second half especially.
There's the confusion you were talking about. Gary Blackledge got another chance, but he couldn't finish. Off the head of Jeff Ferris, and the throw in to Portadown. And the game has suddenly gone a bit quiet, Jim.
Yeah, it has, I think. Both sides are feeling the pace a little bit, to tell you the truth.
Yes, and Portadown, a man short, will certainly not be looking forward to more extra time if we get it. Free kick given. Again, Steve McBride pushing on Davidson. Alfie Stewart. 2 Glenavon men together. Here's Cunningham. But that was blocked by Andy Russell. But Cunningham taking route 1 to goal. But it just didn't come off. Davidson. Gets another chance for the cross. Fraser. And the ball over the line. Goal kick to Glenavon. Paul Byrne allowed to make his way forward as Portadown make their way back to cover. Fintan McConville. Blackledge just couldn't find a way through. He's got it again though. McConville, he's offside. Straight at Keenan, but McConville was offside. Just over 6 minutes left. And Portadown a few men forward this time. One of them is Fraser. Now they have to get back as Ferguson turns. Oh, that's a good ball, McBride. But just didn't get the bounce. Just that bit long, or he might have been in. Scapatici finds McBride. Russell. Tripped by Joey Cunningham. And another chance for Glenavon to push forward. But at this stage, it looks most of the time as though Portadown are quite happy to backpedal, get back into the defence. That's McCready. Two number 7s battle. Doolan wins. He gets another chance. Fraser, he's got Khan. But the blue shirts are back in numbers. Here's Cunningham. Looked for the header through to Khan, didn't find it. Davidson. And little Greg will not be too happy with that. Byrne gets the run from Dean McCullough. Good challenge though from Fraser. Fraser just gets it upfield to try and relieve the pressure, give the red shirts a bit of a breather. But here come the blue shirts again. Long ball in. Mickey Keenan is out. And Portadown get it away. Oh, brave challenge from Greg Davidson. McCready, good ball. Fraser lifting those legs again. Khan's in the middle, still Fraser. And he just seemed to run out of energy and run out of options. Glenavon, 4 minutes left. Good ball, Ferguson. Still Ferguson. Blackledge. Oh. It runs right into Alfie Stewart. Conville picks it up. Still Conville. Russell looked for McConville. But that was Davidson getting it forward to Khan. It's end-to-end stuff. Khan, he's got Fraser with him. Still going, Khan. Fraser lays it back. Doolan. Oh, he looked for the chip. And that picture tells it all. Knows he could and should have done better.
It was a good build-up in the first place. Players kept their heads well, and Doolan, as you say, be disappointed hitting that one over the top.
Cunningham, a little flick to Davidson. We are 3 minutes away from extra time. Khan finds Fraser. A grandstand finale. Fraser gets it back. And all a bit of a tangle. And it's Fintan McConville who emerges with it. McConville settles for McBride. Will he head for the line? Runs inside and into trouble. Broken down for the moment. But here's Scapatici. And that was Curlis getting it away, and the corner kick to Glenavon. Just 2 minutes on the watch. And more pressure for Portadown. Trevor Williamson nearest the camera, and Kevin McKeever in the background, the two Portadown substitutes. Loosening up. They may well be needed in extra time if we get there. Meantime, Stevie Condell with the corner. Khan with the header. Condell delivers it. But that was well won by Brian Strain. Down the line by Cunningham. Off Cunningham and a throw into Glenavon. And if some of these players are tired, and I'm sure they are, they haven't really shown it. Russell. Oh, he lets it go. Wasn't a bad effort. They didn't get the bounce, Fraser. But McCullough gets back. If Fraser had played it, I think Steve Kahn was just offside anyhow. We are now in time added on. Ferris. Oh, good tackle there from Curlis it was. Oh, and a few words over there. We've got a bit of a tussle. McCready involved, Stevie Condell involved. But the referee is there. And we were saying earlier the game has been played in a very good spirit. And here we are right at the end of the 90 minutes. And a bit of trouble. The referee is now talking to Roy McCready, who's pointing at Jeff Ferris. And it looks as though there's a booking for both players. Sandy Fraser, the number 9, also over there. So a yellow card for McCready, but not one, it seems, for Jeff Ferris. I said earlier that Stevie Condell was involved. There he is, and I think there may well be a yellow card for him. But more a storm in a teacup, Jim.
I think it was. You're right. McCready and Condell were the first two players involved, and then Ferris seemed to come in from nowhere. But, pity to see it. The match having been played in such a good spirit up to now. But hopefully it won't affect the rest of it, because it looks as though we're going into extra time.
Yes, we're now playing almost 2 minutes of time added on. At the end of 90, the time is up. So the final score at 90 minutes is Portadown 1, Glenavon 1. We're going into extra time. So Portadown set this extra time in motion, 15 minutes each way. Fraser trying to find a way through. Well and truly brought down by Dean McCullough. Sandy Fraser making his way forward, albeit slowly. He and Steve Kahn, the front men, have worked really hard this evening. McCready chips it forward. Oh, and it was off Andy Russell, and just over that bar. Anxious moments for the youngster. The free kick going in from McCready. And there it is. A nice lob, and just over that bar. Davidson, oh, the mistake. May let McBride in. Still McBride. And the throw-in goes to Portadown. And below me, plenty of activity. There's the two Portadown substitutes still warming up. I think Glenavon are about to make another change. Number 4, Andy Russell, will be coming off. And since Jeff Ferris is already on, John Campbell, 14, will be the man to come on. We're still playing at the moment, however. And the referee, I think, has spotted that Glenavon want to make a change. And Portadown making a change as well. There's Andy Russell coming off. John Campbell, number 14, a midfielder, comes on. And Trevor Williamson, number 12, is coming on for Portadown. That's Campbell. Sandy Fraser, the man making his way off. And Williamson enters the fray.
Young Andy Russell, of course, Jack, is his first game of the season, so I'm sure he's been finding it a little bit, especially he's been marking Joey Cunningham all night. I'm a wee bit surprised at the Portadown substitution. I thought Fraser still had a bit of running left, and he's been causing problems all night. Glenavon back 4.
Yes, he looks slightly tired, but as you say, still willing to make the runs. Strain gets it away. Doolan. Khan. That was almost a touch for Williamson. Nine minutes gone in the first half of extra time. We're still all square at 1 goal apiece. Good defensive play from Curlis. Given away by Stewart, though. Ferris has it. He in turn gives it away. And that's off Khan. He was looking for the free kick, the push in the back, but didn't get it. Doolan.
The pace of the game, I'm sure you'll agree, has slowed somewhat.
It has.
In the last 5 minutes or so, but that's understandable, especially from a Portadown point of view. I think that their players have had to give an awful lot in the second half of normal time, especially their front runners and midfield players, and they're showing a wee bit of tiredness at the moment.
Here's Williamson, a good deep cross, and Dean McCulloch had to be smart with the header. Did well, McCulloch, because Steve Khan was there. Good ball from the substitute. Robbie back lost it slightly, but well played, McCulloch. Once again, Byrne being allowed to run with the ball. Oh, he gives it away, though. Davidson still looking very sprightly. McCready. Khan making a run up front. Looks left. Cunningham, there he goes out of the blocks again, and forcing Condell to give away the throw-in. Khan. Curlis, right-footed. Khan, oh, he tried it. And it was almost a third great goal of the evening.
Took it down well on his chest, Jack. He hit it first time, and as you can see, just dropped over the bar.
Oh, that's good play. McBride. This could be dangerous. The low cross. But Alfie Stewart having to give away. It looked like a corner kick. McBride takes it quickly. We're now in injury time. That's Curlis getting it away. And there's no time for the shot from the Conville. Half-time and extra time. It's still 1-1. So a big crowd here at the Oval. I reckon there must be over 7,000 here this evening awaiting the start of the second half of extra time. So 15 minutes left, and if it's not settled, we're into the dreaded, as some players regard it, the dreaded penalty kick shootout. Paul Byrne, long, Portadown, get it upfield. Gymnastics there from Scapatici to give the throw in to Portadown. And out of your picture, Roy McCready of Portadown clapping his hands, urging his men to more effort. Cunningham. Oh, he's still very light in his feet, Cunningham. Good ball, finds Doolan. And all credit to Portadown with 10 men. They've really battled. Oh, good ball in. Alfie Stewart forsaking his defensive role for the moment, but losing out. Byrne also forsaking his stopper role to move forward. But a bad ball on the end. Gary Blackledge expecting a better service there. Khan. Quite happy to settle for the throw-in off McCulloch. Steve Khan, and he looks a tired man, doesn't he? Ian Curlis taking his time as well with the throw-in. Khan gets it over, but no red shirts there. McCready finds Curlis. The fullback tries to get forward. Ferris. The run from McConville. Can he see McBride? No, it reaches McBride. But Cunningham back to cover. Tries the curler. McConville going in, but just too long. But at this stage of the evening, Jim Cleary, a very brave run from McConville.
It was indeed, it was indeed. If I've seen the cross again, I'm not sure whether it was a cross or a shot, but he was very unfortunate. Just threw himself at it and didn't get it.
Here we are,
see it now.
Stephen McBride gets it. Switched to the right foot. I think, in fact, he tried to curl it at the far post. There's McConville, but just couldn't make it. Scapatici lost that one, but recovered well. Free kick given to Glenavon. Looking to take it quickly. But Roy McCready blocking the way. And Joey Cunningham is coming off. And coming on will be number 15, Kevin McKeever. And Kevin McKeever has about 3 minutes left of this game. Forward by Byrne. That's Doolan getting it upfield. Khan. Doolan. Byrne will realise that time is running short, as will McCulloch. Gets over the cross. That's McKeever, substitute, who's just on. Doolan. Very tidy player, Paul Doolan, under pressure.
He's had a lot of criticism actually since he came to Portadown, but I think it's unfounded. He's a first-class player, and obviously no matter how good you are, it takes you a while to settle in at a new club. And I think he's just starting to find his feet.
Yes, he looks a good player to me, I must say. 2 minutes left. And we're still looking for a winning goal.
Both sets of players look a bit weary at the moment. And obviously, as the legs get a wee bit heavier, it's harder to lift yourself. You almost sense it, that they'll be happy enough to hear the final whistle now.
Yes, if anything, Glenavon with that extra man, they looked that little bit sharper. Here's McBride. Can he be sharp to get past Davidson? He does, gets the deflection and the corner. Mickey Keenan complaining there, but I think I did see it go off the ankle of Greg Davidson. We're in the last minute as Stephen McBride takes this corner. Mickey Keenan, and he held it. Having a look round, Mickey Keenan. In no rush at all. Just half a minute on the watch. Trevor Williamson. Still Williamson. Did well. Put that straight to Robbie Beck, who hit it long. McKeever. All the way back to his goalkeeper. And it's all over. 120 minutes have been played in this replay, and it finishes all square at 1 goal apiece. We're into the penalty shootout. And just look at that reception from the fans for these both teams. It's been another good game, and they've appreciated it. So Glenavon to go first in the penalty shootout, 5 apiece. Stephen McBride, the right foot, and the top corner. 1-0 Glenavon. Steve Kahn then, the penalty taker, to go first for Portadown. Kahn against Robbie Beck. No mistake by the striker. 1 each. Gary Blackledge then for Glenavon. Gary Blackledge then for Glenavon. 15 goals already this season. And he's missed it! The Irish League's top goal scorer has missed for Glenavon. Paul Doolan for Portadown, a chance to go in front, and he takes it. Next for Glenavon, John Campbell. Oh, and Keenan has saved it. Disaster again for Glenavon, and delight for those Portadown fans. Alfie Stewart, can he make it 3-1? Oh, he's missed it. Good save by the keeper. So 3 penalties missed so far as Glenn Ferguson steps up for Glenavon. They've missed 2. What can Ferguson do? Puts it in the net. 2-2. And I'm not sure Mickey Keenan could believe it. He got the signals that he's to take a penalty kick. So it's goalkeeper against goalkeeper. Mickey Keenan. Oh, no problems. Good kick. 3-2. So a lot of pressure then on Steve Conville for Glenavon. If he misses, Portadown have won the cup. He has missed it. And absolute delight, dejection there for Conville, but delight on the terraces and on the pitch as Portadown celebrate their first cup win for 12 years. And the first cup success at Shamrock Park for that man there, Ronnie McFall. Before this, he'd lost 2 Gold Cup finals, a League Cup final, and last season's Irish Cup final. Tonight, his team have won the Ulster Cup. Cliffhanger then with Portadown eventually winning the trophy. Portadown eventually winning the trophy. The inquest with George and Lindsay in a couple of minutes. Join us. All right, welcome back. Manchester United and World Championship boxing still to come. But first a look back to this evening's Ulster Cup final at the Oval, where Portadown beat Glenavon 3-2 on penalties after it had finished 1 each. Overall, lads, not as good as last time, but George, a fairly entertaining final. Yeah, it was thoroughly entertaining. I think overall, I think Portadown deserved to win it, especially when you consider the fact that they played for 90 minutes with 10 men. I was slightly disappointed with Glenavon. Normally they like to play the ball in defeat a lot, and I think especially with the extra man, they should have maybe used that a bit more. They seem to be pumping a lot of high balls in from quite a distance out, and the Portadown back four didn't really seem to have any problems at all, no. Yeah. Lindsay, were you disappointed with Glenavon? Yes, very disappointing after seeing the type of football that Glenavon can play. They can play a lot better than what they played tonight, and I think we should probably mention the fact that young Desi McCann wasn't playing, and I think they definitely missed him tonight. Yes, I would agree with that. They had to reshuffle the side, and who am I to say, but I don't think they shuffled it in the right way. But young Stevie Conville, I think, was missed as well up the right-hand side. You take away his attacking qualities by playing him full-back, and that'll be it, you know, really. Let's go to the first goal. 16 minutes, Portadown 1 up, and Lindsay, superb stuff here from Joey Cunningham. Yes, well, Joey goes past a couple of defenders, keeps his head very well, doesn't panic, and slots it past Robbie Beck. Great goal, great individual skill, and a tremendous finish, which would grace really any stage. George, your thoughts on that goal? Yeah, well, Joey's been playing really well all season. He's got very good close control and a lot of pace, and he's prepared to run at defenders, and as Lindsay was saying, when he got through, he kept his head and slotted in perfectly. There we are again, George. Yeah, you can just see he goes past and just keeps his cool, slots it underneath the keeper. Great goal. And George, on the half hour, a turning point in the game for me was the sending off of Philip Major. As a fullback, what did you think of that entire episode? Well, my initial thought actually was that it was offside, but in saying that, I don't think Philip really needed to foul him because he was some 40 yards out from goal, and Philip's one of probably the quickest defenders in the Irish League. I think he might not have, but I think he might have got back and got a challenge, but he seemed to actually stumble a bit, and as a result, he dragged the man down. Now, the rules this year have changed, and anybody who brings down a player, a so-called professional foul, must automatically be sent off. So I don't think the referee had any real option there but to send the man off. Devastating, Lindsay, obviously, for Philip Major, but do you applaud the referee's decision so early in a cup final? Yes, well, we always complain about referees and not having the guts really to make decisions, but I think Bobby Stewart had no option here. He made it quite easy for himself. He had to send him off, but I thought Alfie Stewart was getting back in behind him as well, and with the Portadown back four, they are quite quick, so maybe it was a needless thing to do. And then came the other goal, and what a goal it was from Jeff Ferris, the equaliser. George, do you want to have a look at that? Yeah, well, at that stage I thought
Portadown were going to win, but it seemed it was going to take a great goal to get back into the game, and I think it was actually Jeff's first touch in the match, so what a goal it was too. It needed something special, and he certainly provided. He hasn't in the past, he's been a man for the big occasion, he proved that again.
That's right, tremendous stuff. Lindsay, a real striker's goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think anybody would be proud of that goal, really. You know, I think he'll have to work on his first touch, really, because he didn't really connect quite well, and I'm sure that he'd be quite disappointed. Sure, Mickey was disappointed when he seen it come flying past him. Tremendous goal, and done exceptionally well.
Good substitution to bring Ferris on, or just a bit of good fortune?
Well, I think it was a good substitution. I think at that point Glenavon were really didn't look as if they were going to score, and they just needed something to give them a wee bit of a boost. And as I say, Jeff's a big occasion player, and he certainly did that tonight.
And in a word, for me on the night, the man of the match was Alfie Stewart.
Tremendous.